perhaps even more intrinsic to the whole process, even more important, was the preparations for those parties conducted at Kenny's house down the street. We all had a friend named Kenny, didn't we? Yeah. You remember Kenny? Kenny who always seemed to live in the backyard somewhere. Kenny who lived in the back, in the garage. Kenny who slept in the basement. Kenny who slept above the garage. Good afternoon, Mrs. Arneson. Is Kenny home? Yes, boys, he's in the back. Let me cut to the crash here. 8 or 9 of us guys and gals sitting Indian style in a big circle at Kenny's house, passing joints both ways. Now, I know there's a lot of young people here, and I know you don't believe it, but pot had seeds back then. It was a very important part of the process, taking the seeds out of the reefer, because the reefer was for shit. It was about $10 for 3 pounds, and it gave you nothing but a Mexican headache and a Michigan case of asthma, baby. But back then, I couldn't think of a better way or a better reason to put on moccasins and sit next to a pretty girl and talk about music. For some reason, Kenny had painted all 4 walls and the ceiling black, shiny black with paint. And right under the mandatory black light was the mandatory Jimi Hendrix black light poster. And right next to that was a dartboard that his dad had given him, and he had painted it with Day-Glo paint. And of course, after about an hour of sitting over at Kenny's place, nobody was even prepared to play darts. And we would throw the darts and invariably fuck it up and miss the board entirely. But what would happen, something cool happened, is that the darts would chip away tiny little dots of black paint. And underneath, the white wall would come through. And underneath the black light, it would look like we were looking out into the stars. Saturday night, 1972. Same year, I learned this song. Sometimes champagne needs something to keep you cool. Yes, you do. Sometimes champagne needs something to keep you cool. Then look at that. I got something for you. Tell this. I'm right, champagne. Stopping and passing by. I'm right, champagne. Stopping and passing by. Ain't all my favorite and I can't take to satisfy. Check this out. And the program and that Dixie comes, all flavors and push-ups to on your eyes. On my mind, in all my things, and out of your little satisfied. Bye, bye, bye.
soon.